العلا FM.
And we just listened to Me and My Friend. Allow me to introduce you to a friend of mine, Leen Al Tamimi. Good morning, Leen.
Good morning. Hi. Thank you so much for having me.
So I want to introduce everybody to Leen. Leen is a children's book author, and she just wrote a book. What was the name of your book, Leen?
The Farmer with a Heart of Gold.
The Farmer with a Heart of Gold.
Yes.
Amazing. So tell me about your journey to becoming a children's book author, Leen.
So I wouldn't say it's a unique journey, but it was definitely a long one. So I originally wrote this story when I was 16 years old, and I've kept it to myself ever since. And one day I just, decided that it was kind of, the time to see that dream through. I've always loved children and, working with children, and it just has a very soft spot in my heart. So it was a very long journey, and but I'm glad I got to see it through.
Well, I'm glad you got to see it through too. Now you're going to make an impact on the lives of so many children. Tell us about your book and what message do you want to deliver to your readers?
Okay, so the story, it's a tale of kindness, a tale that teaches us the power of being good and doing good, a tale of how we are always, surrounded by little miracles. So that is basically the story of the book. But I feel like this story is important for me, for a couple of reasons. I strongly believe in cultural communication as a tool to build bridges and, create dialogues between different groups.
And that is because, Leen, sorry, just because we have 2 more minutes, that's because you grew up in Ireland, right?
So, no, I didn't grow up there, but when I wrote the story, I was in Ireland, so I was really inspired by the Irish culture. And I thought how beautiful it is to be able to show children through storytelling and writing the different cultures in the world, and to highlight, the similarities rather than the differences between us.
What are some of those similarities that you're highlighting, Leen, in your story?
Basically, I think universal human values such as the being a good person and the importance of being a good person and doing good in this world. I feel like these are values that are not governed and, go beyond a certain culture.
Mm-hmm. And do you think there's missed opportunities by not talking about these type of topics more with our children? Do you think people often think that children are too young to understand the value of cultural communication?
Definitely. Although I think, children are the most important segment of society to teach those lessons too, because, they are young and they don't have these stereotypes built into their minds. And it's very easy to teach them that we live in a world where we're much more similar to each other than we are different.
Absolutely.
And hopefully, this leads to a generation that is, accepting of one another.
Leen, do you have any children yet?
Not yet, no.
Well, we hope that your children one day will be so proud of you when they get to read their mother's book she wrote while she was in Ireland, even though she wrote it when she was 16. How long did you wait to publish this book, Leen?
So 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah, that's why it's a very long journey to becoming a children's author, yeah.
So just like, as part of my last question, what kept you from publishing the book for 10 years?
To be honest, I did try to publish this when I first wrote it, but, 10 years ago, things weren't really as easy and as they are now. There were a lot of difficulties in getting to the right places and putting it in publishing it through the right publishing house. And I'm not going to lie, it was difficult, and then I felt like I needed to give up. But, that's a lesson. That's another lesson, I guess.
I guess
which is like to see your dreams through, even if it was 10 years later.
so. We get to learn two things from you today. We got to learn the value of cultural communication, and we also got to learn the value of perseverance, even in something like a children's book. It's so important to have perseverance, and it's so important to chase behind your dreams and to be persistent and to make those things happen for you in life.
Exactly. And trust me, it feels so good.
Well, I'm so glad. Congratulations. I can't wait to get my signed copy from you, Leen.
Thank you so much, Joshua. It's actually very ready.
All right, amazing.
It's ready whenever you are.
Amazing. To the Moon is our next song coming up, Leen, and I hope to see your success go to the moon and far beyond.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Alola FM, the sound of Arabia.